Welcome everybody back to another Rollcast Reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Naruto Shippuden episode 491. What happened last time?
Last time, getting to the, what the hell's it even called?
The Land of Silence.
The Land of Silence. I was like, it's not the Village of Silence, it's the
Silence Village.
the Land of Silence. There was a definitely not sketchy kid who was definitely not involved with anything. Actually, the show, really tricked us in the best way possible. We thought that it was being absolutely silly, but it turns out that we just didn't have enough faith in it. So this is exciting. We're excited to go forward. Glad that the like mental level of like that the show is playing on is not just for little kids.
Yeah.
I'm excited to go forward.
Indeed. Leave a like and subscribe and check out Patreon to get a week ahead on Naruto and a week ahead on our other series like Haikyuu, etc. And to get uncut access, you can go to our higher tier and get uncut access, which is even more than a week ahead, usually. And all the uncut reactions to everything. And I usually don't mention this, but there's like a catalog of like more than 100 OP reactions to a bunch of different shows with good audio and visual. You can see them on our channel, but you can see really good versions because some of them are honestly not that very well edited on YouTube. Anyway, there's a lot of good shit over there. Check out patreon.com/podcast. Let's go. Support the official release. Like and subscribe. Oh no, not a silent film again, Jesus. Oh. Hidan, that motherfucker.
I like that they're bringing it back to that, because we haven't thought about that in so long.
They're connecting both, like, cause he was kind of the strategist or the leader on both missions. Asuma was the leader, but he was the captain. Yeah, I like that they're connecting that, because like, the first mission took a huge toll on him, but there was no real loss. I think because it was just a kid's show and they didn't have the, I think they just didn't have the stomach to like permanently kill off characters that early. But honestly, looking back, I really, I love Choji. I love the growth he's had. He's a badass. He's one of my favorite characters. But if he died on the Sasuke retrieval mission, that would have changed like the course of the whole fucking story and Shikamaru's character in like a drastic way. But it's clear that it still had drastic implications on his character because yeah, it's just cool. It's just cool. And the fact that they connected like the failure of like both of those missions and the loss on both sides.
I agree. I think probably some of the problems is that like Choji got so popular from that. Yeah. And Neji was also really popular. And then also, of course, they have so many good moments. Yeah. They wouldn't have had any of the whole like Inoshika Cho stuff if Choji wasn't there. Yeah. So, I think it's for the best that he was alive because there was a lot of good stuff in Shippuden was from that.
I agree.
Are you doing all right, Lord Shikamaru?
Why do they keep calling him Lord?
I think it's yeah, I think that it's something in like the higher echelons of the military, but also it could be a translation error and he's maybe just formal. Because they called him Lord Donzo and he's not a lord of anything.
By the way, have you noticed, ever since we came here, there hasn't been any wind?
It's because it's
silent. The silence.
Not even
silent but deadly.
I don't have a good feeling about this at all.
Did we skip something? We didn't.
I think the start of these episodes is just really... Oh my god, look at how many dead people are just laying there. And how did she even get an initiation test? I thought she took out that guy.
The guy that controls this village. It looks like it was collected by the Anbu. You want to read it? Well, it's always a good idea to know all one can about one's target.
I would think so.
It's completely blank. Which means they couldn't even learn a single thing about him. There's just this one page. Yeah.
Shogo Makishima.
Just for that. It doesn't make any sense. Give me that. I think it'll be more useful to us as fuel for the fire.
Sai? Oh no, it's her.
So, it seems that the dead have returned.
I learned one thing, though. The name of that place. It's called Fushu Castle.
Fushu?
It's actually an epithet for prisoners of war or a savage group living in a central area.
Why give a name like that to your land's main castle?
Did you hear anything about Sai?
No.
Because that's like what they are, isn't it? Like,
Well, it seems this Gengo is a very cautious man.
that's what they're trying to be.
He's definitely worth looking into.
We need more fuel for this fire. Puts it out
Stomps it
1
out.
second later.
Yeah, foreshadowing. They're trying to stomp him out. This is a nice looking village. I'm glad that they designed it. It looks like distinct from the rest of the world, but still.
Gonna complain, Lee. Hell, I didn't say I wasn't gonna eat it. Look, everyone's short of supplies lately, but it's better than nothing.
Like, there are guys here from all...
So this Gengo's an outsider too.
He and his gang showed up out of the blue and kicked out the feudal lord, who was a tyrant.
Feudal lords are always like that, no matter where you go.
And did living conditions improve?
Well, tell me what you think. Just look at this place. It was great that he kicked out the feudal lord, but after he took over, it was more of the same.
Dictators.
I've seen that face somewhere before.
Yes, as have I. I was just thinking the same thing.
Is that the one they... Oh. Oh, the guys from the gate? Or what? Or Sai? Oh, no.
I know, it's like, oh my god, is it gonna be Sai?
There's no mistake. That's Minoichi, a former onbruman.
I thought I'd heard somewhere that
Deserter from the Leaf.
Who the hell are you guys?
there's nowhere to run now, Minoichi.
I don't know that name.
No games.
Oh no, shadow paralysis jutsu.
If you're from the Leaf, then you're aware of just what I can do with Jutsu.
Shadow strangling.
Stop!
You moved up in the world, even though you killed your comrade. Don't think you can escape shinobi law.
I'm a revolutionary.
Revolutionary.
All of you living your idle lives in the stagnant shinobi world couldn't possibly understand our noble intentions.
Enough of all your nonsense. I'll kill you right here.
No, please stop.
Now answer me. Tell me all you know about this guy. Start talking.
Oh my god. Shikamaru is not this kind of guy. This is a tactic. This is a good cop, bad cop.
Our objective, together with Lord Gengo, is true revolution.
We believe that Lord Sai of the Leaf is a captive. Will you tell us where he is?
Wait, you're Ro, aren't you? Who cares about your shinobi law? I'm tired of men dying for the sake of feudal lords, and I'm gonna do whatever it takes to protect myself.
Last, you show your true colors.
I'm sure that a coward like you...
What's going on here?
Don't you worry.
No, don't. What are you talking about?
You really don't know what he did?
That wasn't fake? I thought that was some kind of...
Mobilizes the whole body. He'll be out for a while.
Bro, are you okay?
I thought they were putting on some kind of act.
No.
Holy shit. Okay. My god. What is this? Oh, Ro. My god.
Good, you're awake.
I was simply caught in a dream. It's funny how the things you most wish to forget always seem to stick in your mind the strongest. It was back when I was still just a genin. The unit I was assigned to was ambushed by the enemy. My comrades were annihilated. I was the lone survivor, so I buried myself under their corpses. I suppressed my chakra for days, pretending to be dead. But this jutsu is a cursed power, gained from my comrades' slaughter.
Oh, that he learned it because of that?
The revolutionaries are like gathering in the square.
That's really
outside.
interesting.
I'm guessing that they're planning something.
Then let's go and find out.
From up here, we can get Gengo no matter where he tries to hide. Hey, Soku, stay alert. Looks like you're spacing out.
What Minoichi was saying.
What was that?
Kicking out the feudal lords and creating the ideal world for shinobi? I don't know, that doesn't really sound like such a bad idea to me.
What exactly are you saying, Soku?
It's hard to accept this system, with useless feudal lords sitting at the top. Come on, bro. You can't say you've never thought about it.
I really do understand where you're coming from.
But now's not the
Right
time.
now, I need you to focus on the mission.
It always seems that way when you're focused on the, like, I don't know. It's easy to see that like
The stage appears to be
a monarchy or something like that is pointless, but everything serves their ppurpose.
Confident. Well, either that or he's really stupid.
Sounds like he's about to arrive.
Let's expose this guy for what he really is.
First of all, I want to extend my thanks to everyone who's come together here. Everyone, the day of our true revolution is nearly upon us now.
If we move up a little closer to Gingo, I can get him with shadow stitching easier. Follow me.
Allow me to introduce to you the interloper who tried to block the true revolution.
Sigh. Are they gonna crucify him? And then the Akatsuki theme? Fuck's sake.
I ask you all.
Oh, she's in like a sniper tower.
Very well then.
What's with the snakes?
Your wishes have been heard.
It's actually the sound build. It's actually Orochimaru. You can see by the snakes.
We'll take another leap forward.
How though? Like how? Like what? Do you have a god? What are you? What is the sacrifice
Yeah, what?
for?
Like, what's the point of just to get you all amped up
Yeah.
on death?
We'll use paper bombs.
So you're going to create a diversion.
Many like-minded souls have
I
joined
thought it
us.
was gonna be something about like he can like influence people, and Sai was gonna like end up on his side. Like I.
Realized, not one wish fulfilled.
But no, he's just.
Yeah.
We'll sacrifice him. For what? I have no idea.
Silence. Our only wish is to push forward to make this land rich and prosperous. No, the ones who should rule this land are
He's hesitating.
Hey, bro! This is no time to be daydreaming. Snap out of it.
What's happening?
Lord Shikamaru.
They're all like remembering.
Why must shinobi be persecuted?
Eren! Jäger!
Damn it, he's using some weird trick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he is.
Destroyed by shinobi content with the old ways of
Whoa!
control.
That's so interesting. It happens so slowly, and oh, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
Silence.
Eren! Jäger!
You've shown yourself, little rat.
We're going to suspend the address. Go protect Lord Gengo now!
Please, Lord Gengo.
To get you Sai, you better not be dead after all of this.
Could you imagine if he was?
He's
Yeah,
under
on his-
control.
Yeah, it was all a trap. Classic. Because why would Sai be allowed to just be the good guy?
Yeah. He's under a genjutsu.
Shit.
Cut it out, Sai! I'm here to
All right, sniper.
My eyes have been opened. And soon enough you'll understand too.
Sounding so creepy.
tell me.
I wonder if she can like disturb his chakra and set
Yeah.
him free. If she can snipe him.
Shinobi
hope
of
so.
your statue. Why try to suppress your memories? Are you too afraid to face them?
You're not gonna fool me, you egomaniac! Soku! Now!
Oh no. Is she all messed up there?
She doesn't have memories, like or like that negative thing. Ah, shit.
It's your fingers. Can't you do it behind your back?
You see, I like shinobi with strong abilities.
Again with
God
the
damn it.
snakes.
Quit messing around! It's just that I really hate getting woken up when I'm fast asleep.
Oh, we used the connection with the. Oh, never mind.
Goodbye.
What did he just do?
What?
Was he trying to choke himself out so he couldn't be turned into a pawn?
I couldn't tell. I think so. I still think it would have been crazy. This is like another thing of similar to if Choji died. If Sakura was killed by Naruto and Sasuke, like Kashi hadn't got there in time and they had just brutally murdered Sakura together.
That would have been fucked. That would have changed things entirely. Yeah. Yeah, because like what would that have done to like their relationship? Like Sasuke would, like she wouldn't be there to try and stop him, and maybe that's what would drive him away.
Yeah.
Like
That would like, it would like prove to him even more that like caring about people will just like get you killed, will just fuck you over in the end.
And as like a first step into the darkness, like to accidentally do that and be like, well, I'm already this far.
Though I feel like it would be too much for Naruto. Like that would be like, wait, that's like way too crazy if he just murdered Sakura. Anyway, this episode, not as good for me personally. It was like there's just some like weird things, like the scene where they like captured that guy and were interrogating him. That was a little bit weird. Like it was kind of all over the place, and it was like, ha, he's a coward. And then we find out the backstory. It's like, I mean, all of his like everyone he was with was already dead.
Yeah.
He was just saving his own life instead of also getting killed.
I don't know. I understand. It just feels like there's times like this where it just feels janky, and it's hard to explain why. Like, cause it just some things that happen feel too abrupt, and like the thing that like the words or the actions that follow a character saying something or doing something doesn't feel natural. Like it happens too fast. Like the way he just like gets him in a rear naked choke, and then it's like, oh, stop it, and then they're talking like. Just shit like that. It's hard to put your finger on it. It's not a big deal. It's just like you can tell when it goes from like how it was in the last 2 episodes to like the weird. It's not
where,
like a
stuff
pacing issue,
happening.
but yeah, I don't know what it is. Like there's weird shit like that where it just doesn't flow as naturally, and it just feels kind of stunted and awkward. And I got the thing where like this guy talking is having sort of a genjutsu effect, and like forcing them to conjure up like unpleasant memories and fuck them up mentally. I got that, but like the way it was jumping between that, I don't know. It's not. I feel weird complaining about it because I understand what was happening and everything. My only real complaint from a writing thing is what is the sacrifice? What were they?
I think the whole thing is that
it was just fake.
I think it was just fake. It was all just
draw
a
them
trap
out?
to get
Yeah, I
Shikamaru
guess.
to come out.
guess,
Because
yeah.
Sai was clearly on their side the whole time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it wasn't bad. It just like. Maybe I think a big part of it is like a music thing and like how the scene evolves.
The
like
tone,
like they
how
aren't
it's matching
using
up
all the
with what's
tools and
actually
everything to like
happening.
move. Yeah, they are moving everything in a consistent and natural and like suspenseful way. Like all the events follow necessarily like the way things like if you were to just write down and like our storyboard or sort of make a script treatment of everything, which is like just a list of events. Like each shot or scene or whatever listed one after another makes sense, but like the connecting tissue and the editing or something, it happens a lot, and it's what makes it feel weird. I think it's hard to describe.
It just throws
specifically.
you off a little bit.
So it's not bad. What happened in the episode wasn't bad, but I wasn't excited or didn't feel like the suspense from it.
You weren't like in it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a difference of just like this happened, then this happened, then this happened, then this happened, versus like feeling like you were there with the characters.
Yeah.
And like you were like really into it and didn't know what was going to happen next. It was just like before you even had time to think of like what's gonna happen next, it was already happening, and like kind of I don't know.
What do you mean by that? I don't understand.
Like the events just like happen, so like that there isn't like the suspense of like, oh, like what's going on here? It's just already playing out. You know what I mean?
I guess so, but like, yeah, I don't know. It just is. It's weird, and I don't know. I hate being a hater or whatever, or complaining all the fucking time. It's just. I'm just sitting here like, okay, is it over? Like, I don't feel the tension. I don't feel like, I don't know. Anyway, we'll move on, but not a great episode. Hope you guys leave a like and subscribe. See you in the next one. Hopefully the next one's better than this. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.